guest who is really a professional English teacher. Please, people,
Actually, during the classroom, let's say
incomes. So I search in different.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back in a brand new episode of your favorite podcast, From A to Podcast. Today, we brought another English teacher to talk with him about a different topic. So please, people, welcome Mr. Tirsha Hussain.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank you for your invitation, and I would like to also thank all the people who are in charge in this episode or this channel. I want to tell them that it's very beneficial sessions and very beneficial episodes. Especially, it's something new for us as English learners and English teachers in Eloued here.
So before we go to the question directly,
Yeah.
I want you to ask you, or I want you to introduce yourself more to the viewers.
Okay, introducing myself. Good. Look, my name is Hassan Eddin, and I am a teacher, an English teacher, of course, in the secondary school, and I'm also an English teacher in the University of Continuous Study. Okay, I am an interpreter, I was an interpreter in the in three different companies. One of them is an international company called CPUCC, which is China Construction and Cooperation Corp. Okay, I work as an interpreter there, and I work as a trainer of English, and I'm now taking my legacy in the teaching. Okay.
That sounds really great.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome. Okay.
So the first question is, why is good pronunciation important when learning a new language?
Okay, good. Because look here, for me as an English teacher, I'm up to the oral field more than the written field. It is important in several cases. I will give you the most important one. We have multiple cases, and we have several reasons. Each case, I will tell you, or I will give you two reasons. So in order to not make the sessions very long, and in order to the audience to not get bored. Okay, but the case number one. Case number one is the effectiveness. The effectiveness of the communication. Okay, when we say effectiveness of the communication, how we can make the process of a communication effective, very effective. Okay, reason number one is what is the clear pronunciation. You said why the pronunciation is matter. So clear pronunciation makes us or allows us to have a clear conversation, accurate conversation. Why accurate conversation? Because while we are speaking, the other person or the other person who is listening to us or our audience is hearing something, is receiving information,
Yeah.
Yes. So the clear pronunciations, the clear pronunciations let us send a clear message.
True.
Yeah, let us send a clear message, and the clear pronunciation makes us avoid the misunderstood. Yes, the misunderstood. And we have another reason in the same context, and which is what the expressions. The effective expressions. I call these expressions the emotional expressions. These kind of expressions are full or loaded with what? With emotion. For example, you give me a joke, I say it's hilarious. Look at my expressions and look at my pronunciation. Yeah, the pronunciation and the expressions, they go the same. Okay, so yes. So if you give me a joke and I say it's hilarious,
it doesn't match.
It doesn't match. It doesn't match. So this kind of expression, it should be loaded with what? With emotions. Okay.
True.
Yes. This is case number one. And case number two, it's what? It's for confidence and what? Confidence and what? And we have two things. We have confidence, and we have also the listening skills. Okay.
True.
Yes. Pronunciation. Good pronunciation is what? Is a confidence booster. Is what? Is a confidence booster. Yes. Whenever I speak with a flow. I speak with good pronunciation. I have a good pronunciation. They give me what? They boost my confidence. Especially when I'm speaking in public. Okay, they boost my confidence. Okay, and we have the other thing is what is listening. Listening skills. And we have learned. You're an English teacher, and I'm an English teacher. Yes, we have learned what? A better
Better listener is a better speaker.
Yes, a better listener is a better speaker. Okay, so if we apply this one on ourselves and our pronunciation, we have seen what we will have something. We have to get used of hearing the correct pronunciation in order to not adopt the misleading pronunciation or the bad, you can say, the bad word pronunciation. And the last one is phonology. And it will be a shame if we are speaking about oral stuff and we don't mention phonology. Yes, phonology it's something good. Phonology, learning the phonology is one of the main cases, or one of the most and the crucial one that leads us to pronounce well.
Words.
Yes, we pronounce the words well, and we do what? After we pronounce the word very well, we know from where the sounds is going out.
Yeah. Where it comes from.
Yeah, where it's come from. Where it's come from. Yes. Okay.
Is that all?
I think that's all.
Yeah. Thank you so much for these information, because you are giving us like the precise and the perfect information, or the advice that our viewers need.
Yeah, of course, because most of the viewers suffer from this kind of pronunciation.
Yeah, true.
For us as teachers, when we start teaching, when my students come for the very first time, okay, they start mixing up the English pronunciation with the French.
Yeah, true.
Okay, with the French pronunciation, and it's very catastrophic.
Yes.
Okay? Start speaking, they pronounce the T like ta.
Yeah, or the R, or even the R.
Yeah, even the R. Yes, that's really catastrophe. And also the shin, they pronounce it as sion.
Yeah, information. They say information.
Oh, information. Yes, information. Yes.
Yeah, that's
okay.
So, since we mentioned the listening skills, how important do you see listening when it comes to improving your pronunciation? How important do you see listening is like from scale 1 to 10? How do you rate the listening?
I rate the listening as a scale maybe 11, because
more than 10.
More than 10, because the listening is a very crucial. Process. Okay, as we can say. The better listener, the better you listen, the better you receive, the better you produce.
True. That's true.
Because listening is a very crucial process. Okay, you have to listen very well, and you don't have to just listen and what and pay attention of what you are listening with concentration. Okay, you don't listen just for the sake of listening.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you have to listen and with concentration.
Active listening.
Yes. This is, we can call it active listening. Yes.
Can you give us good or perfect exercises, or how can you say activities that to make us producing a perfect, or how we can say good oral skill?
A good oral skills. So in the matter of listening.
Yeah.
Listening. Okay, good. We have, for me, I used to to advise my students with the shadowing, the process.
Shadowing.
Yeah, shadowing. And this is very good technique, to be honest. Yeah, the shadowing. The shadowing technique is what? Is to listen, to listen, and try to speak the same thing. Try to speak, listen, perceive, and try to speak the same thing that you have listened.
So the same intonation, the same language,
the same everything. Okay, it's for copy paste. Copy paste. You can tell me that what is the benefit behind this one?
Yeah, true. What is the benefit?
What is the benefit behind this one? The benefit behind this process is what? Is to get a use of the new pronunciation, because we are not native speakers. Sometimes you will find a very difficult words. Okay, but practicing in listening, speaking can makes us used of, or makes our tongue used of producing this kind of sounds.
You will get used from used to the language more, or used to the hard words.
Yes,
of that
the
language.
hard words, of course. And we have also what? We have also the technique of the isolation and repetition. We have the technique of isolation and repetition. Yes, isolation and repetition is what? Is a technique consists of what? Consists of two phases: isolation and repetition. Okay, isolation is what? Is whenever you listen to something, and that something or that word is what? Is very difficult. is very what? Difficult. I cannot like understand. Try to what? Isolate. What do you mean by isolate? To take the hardest part and isolate it. Okay? And what? Repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? After you repeat it several times, you will do what? You will have what? You will have an idea about it. Okay? Look for it and you will have the meaning. Now you relate the meaning to the idea. You have to do what? You have to only practice the what? The pronunciation.
Yeah. That's true. So we finished our first section, which is the Q&A section. Now we're moving to do the challenge of this session, which is like an ending section for this episode. So for the challenge of this episode, we are going to do a tongue twister.
A tongue twister.
So since we are speaking about like the hardest words and so like how to produce oral skills and oral speech. So the expression is, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Okay, she sells a seashell by
seashells.
Okay.
It's not one, it's like
it's
the plural form.
Twisty, you know?
Yeah, that's why I make it hard, like the plural form, the seashells.
Here comes the importance of the isolation. Okay, so here we have to isolate each word. Okay,
you should look at here like
she sells seashells by the seashores.
Yeah, you can repeat it.
Yeah, she sells a seashell by the seashore.
Thank you so much.
You're mostly welcome.
Can you say something to our viewers?
Okay, I want to give them like a piece of advices. The first piece of advice is what? Is the try to use all the surrounding environment. How? Okay, I used to teach when students which have like 3 children. Okay, they don't like she didn't have any time to practice English. She didn't have any time. I told her like I suggest something. Try to practice the English with your children. She told me how. Okay, I told her like whenever you wake up, teach your children how to say good morning, and this is a kind of practical thing. Okay, try to practice English with your children. Okay, try to practice English with your children. Try to practice English with your with your colleague. If you have a colleague in the university, try to practice English with maybe with your father, your brothers, and try to use all the surrounding environment, the surrounding environment. Okay, especially like for us. We are like here. I'm not like saying that English is not very dominant here in Eloued, but English it's like it's a bright one. Okay, it's a bright one. It's a shiny one. You can tell me what is a shiny one? But English is like starts coming.
Yeah, it's like it gave birth to English.
It just gave birth to English here in the University of Eloued. Okay, so that's why. So we have to like get a use of all the surrounding environment in order to in order to practice English. Second advice is what? Don't feel afraid of making mistakes. Making mistakes is a very common thing in English. Okay?
True. Even us now, we are making mistakes and we don't know about it.
Yeah, so we are making mistakes, but what? But we cover our mistakes by what? By practice. Because as we can say, practice makes perfection. Practice what makes perfection. Okay? Yeah. We are not perfect, but we seek to be perfect. We seek. Okay? We work hard to be as perfect as we can. We can. Yes. Okay? And the last advice is be an English teacher. Be an English student. Be an English student. English is very dominant, especially here. Okay? Especially here. When we say here in Eloued. Okay? And sorry. Can I repeat this one?
Okay. So you can say especially nowadays.
Yeah, especially in the outside world, the external. Okay.
Go.
Okay. And my last advice is be an English student. Okay. Read English, study English, speaks English. Okay. Because whenever if you want like to have a better employability, especially in the outside. When we say outside is the outside of Algeria. Okay, if you have like plans, if you want to have plans outside, to travel maybe, or to have a better employability. Okay, English here can like opens
The doors
the
for you.
doors, yes, the doors to what? To give you like a better future, a better bright future. Because whenever we want to go outside, okay, we will like face up with English, okay.
Sure.
We don't need like French or something like that. Because for me, I have like multiple choices, not multiple
Language.
multiple. No, it's not a multiple language, but it's a multiple chances. I can say yes, chances to go outside, but they didn't like demand something related to French, but only they demand English.
True.
Yes, because whenever you go outside the borders of Algeria, you
English
use-
is the. So we're coming to our end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. So tell us in the comments, who is the next guest do you want to see in this podcast? Have a good day. See you next week, next episode, inshallah. Guest who is a really